G'day ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another YouTube video focused on Bitcoin. Couple of interesting things to discuss today, one of which being the monthly chart, which was on support right now, both on price action and also on the RSI. We also need to look into the daily chart, which has found support as well, but it's a brief video overall, and I just want to quickly cover a few main points and leave you with that. As you guys know, I say it quite often, I like to keep my videos short and concise. I don't like to beat around the bush. I tell you exactly what is relevant at the time of making the video and nothing more, because then we can drag on for 30-40 minutes for no reason. What I'll say is this, and we'll get straight into it. There are a few strong signs for Bitcoin here in this downwards trend that we've seen. Obviously, Bitcoin has broken down from both this uptrending support line in the yellow and also this descending wedge formation. We can go ahead and delete some of these lines now because they're not entirely relevant, but I will keep some of them as well because some of them will act as resistance in the future, such as this downtrending line here and this uptrending line here, which we might retest in the future. But at this point in time, we're in a very sharp downwards trend. We saw a massive M formation, a massive double top or something resembling a double top formation, and went downwards because of that. That was long overdue. That was long expected. You know, we had an ascending channel formation at that point, almost an ascending broadening wedge actually, and so we were expecting a break to the downside. In fact, I made a video literally like 4 hours before, or 8 hours I think, before the break happened, and I said we're going downwards. The drop's not over yet. And, you know, lo and behold, we dropped downwards further. So Bitcoin has done everything that has been expected over the past week or so. We also broke down from an RSI triangle, and we can go ahead and get rid of that one now. That's not entirely relevant anymore. But again, I will keep this downtrending line here because we might come down and come up and retest that at some point in time. Now, a lot of people are expecting Bitcoin to drop even further than it's already done. I would say just be careful with that, right? Because even though Bitcoin can technically go lower, and in fact, you know, I spoke about this yesterday quite a lot, it can even go downwards and retest this uptrending yellow line on the weekly chart, and that would be a retest of, you know, and if this is a 10-year long uptrending line, it's very important, that would be a retest of around 17.5k, 17.6k, could certainly go down and do that, but I would be cautious about it. You know, obviously there is room for movement to the downside on the RSI as well. So again, one more time, I can, you know, see that happening. I can see that occurring. It's not completely abnormal if that does occur. If we start going below 17.6k, below 17.5k, that's when we get into the really bearish territory. And, you know, we've spoken about this on the Wyckoff accumulation. You know, we have Wyckoff accumulation on the left-hand side of the screen in the top here does suggest new lows. I would say that's not going to happen. I would say we're seeing the one on the right-hand side of the screen, in which case we could go down to 17k for sure and then come back up later in the month. But I just refer back to the point I was making before I got kind of sidetracked there. Just be careful, you know, with thinking Bitcoin's going to drop down further. I think, you know, or even though it's possible, there is substantial evidence to suggest that even this could be the bottom right here. You know, you just look at the candle we're seeing right now and the candle we saw yesterday. We've got a horizontal support zone here in this green box between, you know, 19.6k, which is the 2017 all-time high. That's a big support zone, to around 20k. And what we did yesterday was we had a big wick into that box, and it was eaten up, right? There's lots of buying pressure there, clearly, because that wick was eaten up, right? We went in there. We dipped our toes in, and ultimately Bitcoin was able to jump back upwards due to an immense amount of buying pressure, and that's, you know, reflected on the volume profile quite clearly. You know, you look at the volume profile on the right-hand side of the screen, you look between 20k and between 19k, the biggest spike on the volume profile in this entire range that we've seen since June, okay? So in an 8-month range, the biggest area of buying pressure is between 19 and 20k. So this area can't be discounted. I would not be taking shorts in this region. I think you've missed out your opportunity to short. The clear short zone, and this is, again, this I said 4 days ago, the clear place to short was obviously on the breakdown over here. You shouldn't be shorting now. You shouldn't short into support. We're in major support right now. We're on bull market support band as well, which people aren't looking at right now. And also, if we go to the weekly logarithmic chart, which we can see right now, we're on the pink wedge, okay? If we delete everything, we just bring it down to what we got. We've got a long-term, 2-year-long descending wedge formation. What we've done in the past 24 hours, or 48 hours, I should say, we've come down and we're actually testing that wedge for support. We're seeing a resistance support flip on that wedge at the same time that wedge is being supported by the bull market support band and also by the 200-day SMA. So I wouldn't be too confident. Yeah, we have volume increasing in the downwards trend. Yeah, it's a strong move to the downside. Yeah, we're still probably a little bit overvalued. But I seriously, you know, I want to be very clear here. I don't think this is a region to be taking shorts. I actually think this is, you know, a potential bottoming zone for the short-term correction. I think the Bitcoin is very much in a healthy position still in the longer term charts. I think this is a potential bottom zone. In fact, I'd say it's likely that we bottom here. You know, I'd say 60% chance we could go lower, 17k, but realistically, this is probably the more likely zone to bottom, and this is definitely the healthier zone to bottom as well, because obviously if we go down further, which to 17.5k, 17.6k, then we're dropping below the bull market support band again, we're dropping below the wedge again. We don't want to be seeing all that. That's a lot of progress lost. So realistically, I actually think Bitcoin has probably reached its short-term bottom. If not, yeah, maybe we go a little bit further down to the low 19Ks, but ultimately I think that 19K region is the short-term bottom for Bitcoin, and that's going to surprise a few people. I don't think many people expect me to say that. Even in this daily candle here, we have a long wick to the upside, and that's got knocked back down due to selling pressure. But if you think about what that actually is and what that constitutes, you know, that's an inverted hammer formation that's in the making, and that's a bullish formation. It means that there is the buying pressure to send Bitcoin upwards. Yeah, we got knocked back down. Yeah, people sold back, but the buying pressure does exist, and that's what that candle represents there in the last 24 hours. So Bitcoin's not in a bad position at all. If we look at the monthly chart as well, we can see that we're on support on the monthly chart, not only via the RSI, but also via the price action. All right, what we see is that 19.6K on the monthly RSI here is the 2017 all-time high, and right now we've bounced off that level. Okay, with that being said, after rejecting from 23.5k, 23.3k in the red, but the point is we're on support now in the green, and we're also on support on the RSI on the monthly chart. What you can see is that there's a very clear level of support on the RSI at 43 to 44 in that red horizontal line I've got there on the RSI. Right now, you can see Bitcoin is right on top of that level. We are on support on a macro time frame, and we are on support on a medium time frame. I think, personally, this is probably the most likely region for Bitcoin to find a short-term bottom. Worst case scenario, we go downwards further to 17.5, 17.6. That would be kind of ugly, and dropping below that, that's when you start discounting the 4-year cycle theory. But at this point in time, I think this is probably the bottom. I'm gonna go out on a limb and put that in the video title, put that in the video thumbnail, and I could be wrong. But at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. It's all about playing the probabilities, playing the odds here. I do think that 4-year cycle theory is still playing out, and this is something about the 4-year cycle theory that I've tried to make myself very clear about. I don't 100% think that 4-year cycle is going to go on forever. But what I do believe is that we have to trust the trend until it ends, and this is the strongest trend Bitcoin has. It'd be ridiculous for us to throw it out. Because look, here's the thing, right? I think that if we go below 17.5k, as I said, it's not valid anymore. So we're at 20.5k right now. Why would I not just wait an extra 3,000 USD to throw out the trend? Why would I throw it out now when we're 3,000 USD away from invalidating it? Why would I not just wait for it to be invalid? So I think a lot of people are jumping the gun here. They're jumping the gun in terms of throwing out the 4-year cycle theory in terms of discounting it. Why would you not just trust it for another 15%? And if we drop below that, cool. There you go. It's gone, right? I think stick by it until it ends. That's what trends are. They're trends until they end. That's the whole thing. The trend is your friend until it ends. That's my whole opinion on 4-year cycle theory. I'm a big believer in the 4-year cycle. But I'm only a believer in it because it's factually correct. It's happened. It's data. So it's not like it's my opinion. It's like, no, it's not my opinion. This is what's happening. So I think a lot of people get the wrong idea. They think, oh, well, if you're a massive believer in the 4-year cycle theory, I'm not. It's like, you can't not believe in something that's happening. It's a fact. It's a reality. Now, you can say that you think it's going to end. Okay, that's fine. But I would rather wait until it's actually ended to say that. And that's only 15% away. So I think it's a little bit too early to discount it. Just wait like 15%. It's not a big deal. That's my opinion on that. But yeah, ultimately, Bitcoin, pretty strong support here in that 19K region. I think, as I said, 60%, 70% chance it holds here. We could go down lower if we do. We're in dangerous territory for sure, and we'll discuss that if it happens. But at this point in time, that's what I'm looking at for Bitcoin. From the most objective standpoint I can possibly kind of harness here. Obviously, nothing's really objective. Everything's got a degree of bias, but that's my personal... I'm trying my best to be as objective as possible here. So thank you guys for watching. Before we end the video, I want to look at a couple of things, and mainly the most importantly thing here is BitGet, the BitGet exchange. It's the best way you can help my channel. If you sign up to BitGet using my referral link, you are helping my channel in the best way you possibly can, and you're also helping yourself because it's got 5 times lower fees than Binance, the lowest trading fees on the market for both spot and futures amongst all the major exchanges. This is an up-and-coming exchange. It's made a name for itself in the past year. It's actually very popular now. It's got copy trading. It's got, again, 5 times lower fees than Binance, non-KYC, sticking to the fundamental values of cryptocurrency, and if you sign up using my referral link, you'll get a 15% discount on trading fees for lifetime. That's exclusive to my referral link. So go ahead and do that. Then finally, we've got the Crypto Academy as well. 10-unit course, Become a Trader, developed by myself and Mega Well Crypto, who's a fellow analyst in the space. I would say, obviously, again, this is clearly biased, but I would say this is the best course on the market. We did a extensive market research before making this course about what other courses offered and what we can make to make our one unique. We offer worksheets, we offer slideshows, we offer videos, we offer trading diaries. We offer everything you can possibly imagine that fits all types of learners. So go ahead and check out that course using the link website in the description. And finally, if you're interested in trading with the VIP group, interested in trading altcoins sub-daily, you can do so on Wolves of Crypto VIP on Telegram, 100 USD for 3 months of membership. We've got about 107 members in there now, and you can become one of them and become profitable in the market by basically copying my trading ideas. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.